Okay, so then we have the roaring fight. The roaring fight. It just amazes me, the artwork here. Like how the hair is just proportioned in the right way, and then you have like all of the angles here. Very superb. Seven. That was number 7. And then we have the embodied fight. The embodied fight. This one is just absolutely gorgeous. Number 41. What kind of vibe do you get with this one? That's the embodied fight. Okay, let's see any more. You have the rewilding fight. The adventure fight. Illuminated flight. I'm just going to go through all of them, okay? The chimera fight. The rooted fight. The creatrix fight. The creatrix fight. The self-trust fight. The hope fight. The sovereign fight. The sovereign fight. The nurturing fight. The original innocence fight. The hatchling fight. That's a good one. The hatchling fight. The darkest fight. The imperfect fight. The brave fight. That's a beautiful one. The brave fight. The stillness fight. This is the card that spoke out to me. Number 30, the stillness fight. The vulnerable fight. The shapeshifter fight. The fairy tale fight. The instinctive fight. The unconscious fight. The balance fight. That's a good one. The balance fight. The sleeping fight. The sleeping fight. The self-centered fight. The failure fight. The failure fight. The ragging. The ragging. I'm sorry, the raging fight. The raging fight. The raging fight. Whew. The meditating fight. The meditating fight. Okay, these are falling right now, so let me move this. Sorry. So that's the meditating fight, number 13. The determined fight. I like that one. The justice fight. The killer empathy fight. The killer empathy fight. The thoughtful fight. The masculine fight. The invisible fight. The wandering fight. The longing fight. The wonder hunting fight. The rebel fight. The rebel fight. The make-believe fight. The untamed fight. Untamed fight. And the pleasure fight. Number 25. The pleasure fight. A lot of fights there, huh? So the ones that I pulled 4 cards, so I'll talk about them. But let me talk about a little bit about the Oracle deck. So this Oracle deck is by Angie Solons. And I'm going to read to you what she wrote. The Oracle. You are a badass in human skin. You may not know that yet or be living up to the ironclad promise of its full potential, but you are. I've seen enough women in my decades of soul coaching to know what lives inside them and from what steel they are made. Any woman who manages to keep herself alive in a culture so demeaning of the feminine spirit in women and men, a society that systematically turns women against each other and, worst of all, sets a woman against her own self for profit, is a badass. If you continually question your value, you'll buy the diet products, the anti-aging cream, the self-improvement seminar, the brand name labels that make you feel important, the shapewear, the plastic surgery. You'll pluck and plaster and shave and dye while they get rich and get further away from your real value, your soul and its willpower. Only you have the power to change this, and yet you've been taught to fear power. Don't be too loud, don't stand too tall, don't be too assertive, don't be bossy or bitchy. You battle axe. Battle axe. A slur against women daring to wield too much power reserved for the fearless. They have underestimated you, me, us. They have assumed that in draining us for our value and inherent worthiness, they could keep us small and compliant, seemingly safe. In the traditional dictionary world, the word fearless denotes a lack of fear. But for our purposes here, fearless means being present with your fear and allowing the sovereignty of your soul to accompany it step by step. While our competitive society would have us believe that fearlessness comes from domination and battle-like behavior, the new order encourages power through cooperation. Fear is no exception. The fight like girl is to let you fear cooperate with your love, to let your hesitation cooperate with your courage, to let your ferocity cooperate with your grace, to fear less and brave more. Our power is derived by how willing we are to face down our demons, doubts, insecurities while loving ourselves with the tenderness of a devoted mother and the protection of an adoring father. If you didn't encounter these healthy parents in your childhood, don't worry. They are alive in you, and even if they've gone underground, they can be resurrected. They are essential as in your inner child to creating the Holy Trinity of power within. Your heart, also known as a child, is the center of all courage. The word courage even comes from the French word for heart and is the determining factor of which you cherish what you deem worthy of loving, growing, and defending. It is the very throne of your sovereignty and the seat of your will. Creating cooperation among the inner father, mother, and child is a battle preparation you need for. Sometimes you fight. That spark of initiative causing you to take action will look like bare teeth and flexed claws. Sometimes it will look like rest and receptivity. And sometimes it will look like a playing dance of creative passion. What it doesn't look like is inertia. If you, like many of us, suffer from its draining effects, this oracle will help you uncover your spark, drafting it into service of your daring dreams and wild ambitions. You weren't born to pay bills, count calories, and die. You are a galaxy with stars hidden in your skin. You weren't designed to shrink into modesty or languish into complacency. You, like the galaxy, are an ever-expanding marvel. It is time you act like it. Always settle for more. Though our work together in this deck, you will not only face your fears, but dance with them. You will expand into your true shape, clothed in the star armor of your most authentic self. You will stand fierce in your sovereignty as you learn to truly, at last, fight like a girl. Okay, so pretty much this is for any of you who want to bring more prosperous energy into what it is that you're already doing. Okay, so we pulled 4 cards in the beginning. We have the protection fight, we have the flaunting fight, the roaring fight, and the embodied fight. So which one of these resonates with you tonight? The embodied fight, that's number 41. The roaring flight, number 7. The flaunting fight, number 40. The protection fight, number 24. Okay, let's pick number 24. This is a time for discretion. Whether you are working on a new project, idea, vision, or harboring thoughts of creating a new relationship or business, be careful who you share with right now. Discretion is called for. Hold your enthusiasm close. Guard your treasure. Keep you own counsel at this time. If you're not fostering new fledgling life right now, the protection fight also serves as a guide for discernment in relationships. Sometimes we get so hungry for connection and approval, we overshare. Our giveaway are gifts to folks who are unworthy of our intimacy. This is an invitation to step back and consider how you are sharing. Protect yourself, warrior woman. Then we have 40, the flaunting fight. It's time to let yourself inhabit your abundance. Flaunt your colors. Own your magnificence. Don't shrink in modesty or hide in subtly. The poor don't get richer from you going without. The ill don't get better because you sacrifice your health. Your starving doesn't feed the hungry. Let go of guilt, especially when it comes to your blessings. Watching you enjoy your blessings with an open heart and cheerful spirit invites the rest of us to reach for our own. Your thriving life challenges all who watch it to know what's possible for their own life should they step out of scarcity, otherwise known as scarcity. Stop playing so small and suffering guilt over your blessings or achievements. Let them do what they're meant to do. Inspire. That's what you're here to do, is inspire. The flaunting fights. And this one really spoke out to me with those 4 cards that I picked. This one spoke out to me. So I'm thinking the flaunting fight. Don't be afraid to show a new part of you, right? And keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. And then you have the roaring fight. As a lion queen will tell you, sometimes you must stand tall and roar. Now isn't the time to shrink in modesty or tame yourself into complacency. Take stock of your scales. Count up all the times things have gone right. Acknowledge your past successes. Chances are you're living in a life right now that a younger version of you could only dream about. Let those past successes embolden you. It is your faith in yourself and your soul's fire that will carry you through this moment. You will survive because the fire in you burns brighter than the fire that surrounds you. Open up your throat and roar that truth. Roar your truth. And then we have the embodied fight, number 41. And before I read the card, know that whatever you set your intentions to, write them down and know that God goes before you. When you talk about these, when you pray about these, you write them down and just know that the Lord goes before you and helps create these rooms that you want to manifest in, okay? So, just stay true to that innerness, that inner being that wants to do the best, right? So one of the greatest fights we ever face is the fight to love our bodies. We're told through media onslaught that our bodies are defective and even shameful in a myriad of ways. Science would have you believe your body is an experiment that could go awry at any moment. Religion would have you believe your body is a sin deserving of great shame. But if you fight like a girl, you will decide your body is a marvel, as beautiful as a flower garden pond, home to delight, healing, and wonder. Your body is a sacred companion. She is the one entity that will never leave you during your journey as a human. She is always working on your behalf to restore, heal, and create the balance that allows you to fully participate in this life. She is kind enough to let you know when things aren't working, where you need to help, relief, or assistance. The kind of loyalty deserves devotion, not diminishment. Pay attention to your body and her needs today. Take the time to show your appreciation and adoration. So, the embodied fight. Take as much time. Like I said, sometimes you could just be doing way too much. You could be doing way too much, but at the same time, you feel like you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. So this is times where you need to try to take it easy, take a load off, release it, give it to your guides, give it to source energy. And when I'm looking at all of these beautiful angles on how we embody ourselves, we become one, we spend time outdoors figuring it out, talking about it. And these are the times you really get to enjoy and trust. So just tell your version of the story, right? Tell your version of the story. Flaunt it. So I'm seeing a lot of energies here. So not only are you being reminded that source is close by, you're rekindling that light that is an extension of source energy. Excuse me. You're realizing that you're becoming more in tuned, and I felt like the affirmation could be I am balanced. Okay, and then I'm seeing, if you need to call in more light, then remember to call in your guides. You can call in the archangels, you can call in to your ascended masters when you're feeling like, okay, there's just too much going on. What else can I do? Okay, so this is that protection fight. Just reminding us, call into your higher self, right? Because after all, we're here to help ourselves master who we need to be. And so, thank you so much for that. I did want to share with you an angel message. Thank you, Spirit. There's 2 angel messages. And this is from the Kyle Gray book. This is Angel 730. Your current experiences are showing those around you what is also possible for them. It's important for you to stay graceful and grounded, as this will keep the wave of blessings flowing into your life. So beautiful. Thank you, angels. And we're going to do a... Oh, I know what it is. I wanted to read you this oracle. We'll do that. Okay, so I wanted to read you this oracle. This is the Earth Alchemy Oracle, cards to connect to the wisdom of plants and crystals, by Katie Jane Wright. The card that I pulled earlier was so beautiful. And I know a lot of us are going through these transitions, and know that it's a powerful transformation. It's very emotional. Not only is it very emotional, but the energy was reminding us that we need to show up for ourselves. We need to show up for ourselves. We need to show ourselves, right? So the card was Candle Quartz and Bleeding Heart. So Candle Quartz is a crystal and Bleeding Heart is a flower, okay? And the message was show yourself, and it's water energy, the element of water, vulnerability, self-worth, feminine, healing. And that was on okay. And when I'm connecting with the guides, they're reminding us too that showing up more for ourselves not only helps us use more of this discernment, but we react more appropriately as we need to, because this is our timing. And so trust the process here. Thank you. So Candle Quartz, come close and listen carefully, for my voice is often felt as a whisper. I am the divine feminine with you that wishes to be seen. I speak to the flame in your heart that sometimes weaves in doubt. I offer the keys of the white flame of purity so that through me you can see your pure divine nature. My energy opens and magnetizes cosmic currents to be felt at the physical layer. I sing with bleeding heart to your crown chakra to release access to your higher vibrational aspects so you may see and feel your true self. Our nature is one of movement. We ask you to move your body through expressive dance to become in tune with your body's flow. It will help you identify and move blocked energies you are working through. My medicine is not of cleansing or removing as some stones assist in. It is one of enlightenment through the purity of your heart, of clear vision and communication. I help you feel the hurts you hold more clearly. I help lift them to the surface. The hurts along the feminine are rising through you, and I will hold a space for you to feel them fully in my white spheres of light. I draw on the flames of your heart to gently warm you, to help you ground and nurture yourself through your heart, higher heart and crown. I have been named Candle Quartz because of my appearance. It looks as though I have wax dripping down my termination point. The dripping also symbolizes the flow of a watery release. To you and I, there are tears. The feminine side of you needs to show and express your vulnerability in order to grow. Don't be scared to show your vulnerability to others. It is not a weakness. It is a strength, and most importantly, it inspires others. You are a visionary and a leader and need to surrender and soften more to this role, showing yourself fully because all parts of you are love and divine. What feelings does this stir for you? Perhaps the words visionary and leader. Hold weight with you. Hold these feelings in the moment and observe them. This is important for growth. If it triggers fear, rejection, or self-issues, then we have work to do, dear friend. Bleeding heart. Lampro Campnos. Bleeding heart's medicine is one of watery release, tenderness, and becoming, pairing with candle quartz, felt natural to her, as she too holds the white ray of purity which encourages you to rise through your heart for higher heart healing. She grows on a stem in a family, passing on the message of working with your soul family for feminine heart healing. She nurtures all aspects, from baby to adolescent to elder, with a specific wish to look after children and the hidden depths of your inner child, taking you back to the pure state of grace you were born into. We may have many chambers within our hearts, and Bleeding Heart wish to take you on a journey through inner secret chambers with love and reverence for your soul's journey. Their alchemy together heals through purity and clarity of thought. Candle quartz helps blockages rise through your emotional, mental, and physical layers. Bleeding Heart works with the element of water and drops dew into your body, bursting into elemental giggles to clear with happiness. Her release is watery, holding white light through you to wipe clear the lenses of your chakras and facets of your heart. Candle quartz and Bleeding Heart. That is very beautiful. So I wanted to share that message with you, because I know that a lot of us are going through these transformation times. Isn't it wonderful? So it's just doing more of that self-care, aligning with it, fine-tuning, finding the right alchemy process that's good for you to enjoy. And during that time, it's just reminding you that, you're divinely guided. Everything is, going as it needs to. You're exactly where you need to be right now, So just take it easy and find some time for you. I felt like some of you are needing more space. And when I talk about space, it could mean like the area you're in. Sometimes we could be stuck inside of our holy space, right? And sometimes you need to get out of this space. You need to come out. You need to enjoy. This is a time where you're being called for action. You have a calling. You're here to inspire others, and when you inspire others, the whole community is going through this transformation too. So we learn how to carry these emotions, and if they feel like a fight, just remember that those are your emotions just fine-tuning. And sometimes the best thing to do is to speak. And I have here this, the throat chakra here that says, I am aligned with my highest truth and communicate with love and honor. My words echo softly within the universe. I am light and I trust. Okay, so I hope that you're all doing well. I wish you much fun and enjoyment this week. Whatever it is that you're working on, just take the time. Just take your time. Okay? So I'll talk to you later. Enjoy. Take it easy. Namaste. Take care.